Today, in this video, we will discuss about the animal tissue. When we breathe, we can actually feel the movement of our chest. We can feel the movement of our chest because it contains a specialized cell called as your muscle cell. It helps in the contraction and the relaxation of this cell result in the movement. Blood and muscle are both the example of tissues found in our body. On the basis of the function they perform, we can think of the different type of animal tissues such as the epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and the nervous tissue. Blood is a type of a connective tissue and the muscle form the muscular tissue. The animal tissue is divided into 4 types, that is the epithelial, connective, muscular, and the nervous. First we will discuss about the epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue cover the body surface and line the body cavities and the internal organ. Like the skin, the lining of the mouth, the lining of the blood vessel, lungs, alveoli, and the kidney tubules are all made up of epithelial tissue. Epithelial cells are tightly packed and form a continuous sheet. They have only a small amount of cementing material between them and almost no intercellular space. The epithelial tissue is divided into different parts. The first one is your squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium are thin, flat cells which are closely packed. They line the cavities like mouth, esophagus, alveoli, and the blood vessel. And its function is to protect from the mechanical injury and block the entry of the germs. The second one is a cuboidal epithelium. These are the cube-like cells found in the kidney tubules, salivary gland, and the sweat gland, etc. And its function is to absorb and secrete an excretion. Third one is your columnar epithelial. These are the pillar-like cells present in the lining of the stomach and the intestine. And its function is to absorption and the secretion. The fourth one is your ciliated epithelium. These are the columnar epithelium that bear a cilia and found in the lining of the trachea and kidney tubule, and its function is a rhythmic movement of the cilia which move the material in the one direction. The fifth and the last one is your glandular epithelium. These are the large cell modified columnar epithelium present in the sweat gland, the tear gland, etc. and its function is to secrete the tear. These are the diagram of the epithelial tissue which are present in your NCERT book. Our next topic is connective tissue. Blood is a type of connective tissue. The cells of the connective tissue are loosely spaced and embedded in an intercellular matrix as shown in the figure 6.10. So blood has a fluid matrix called as your plasma in which RBC and WBC are suspended. The plasma contains protein, salts, and hormone. So first we will read about the bone. Bone is the example of a connective tissue. It forms the framework that support the body. It also anchors the muscle and support the main organs of the body. Bone cells are embedded in the hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compound. So its function is to provide the shape and protect the important organ of the body. Next is your ligament. Ligament is elastic and has a great strength. It joins the bone to bone and help in the movement. Next is your tendon. Tendon are the fibrous tissue, strong and has the limited flexibility. It joins the muscle to the bone. Another type of connective tissue is your cartilage. It is widely spaced cell matrix composed of protein and found in the nose tip, ear, etc. And it provides the support and give flexibility and shape to the body part. The next connective tissue is the areolar tissue. These are the cells which are loosely packed. Matrix contain fiber and macrophages. It found in the skin, muscle, around the blood vessel and nerve, and in the bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organ and support the internal organ and help in the repair of the tissue. The function of areolar connective tissue are the packaging and supportive tissue, repair the tissue and join the skin to the muscles. The last one is your adipose tissue. These are the round shaped cell filled with the fat globules, and its function is to store fat, act as an insulator, and act as the shock absorbing cushion around the delicate organ like kidney. The third type of animal tissue is the muscular tissue. Muscular tissue consists of elongated cell, also called as a muscle fiber. This tissue is responsible for the movement in our cell or the movement in our body. Muscles contain special protein called as a contractile protein, which contract and relax to cause the movement. These muscles are also called as the skeletal muscles. The skeletal muscle are also called as striated muscle. This is the diagram of a skeletal muscle. It is a voluntary muscle. The cells are long, cylindrical, unbranched, and multinucleated. It is found in the muscles of limb, face, neck, etc., and its function is to help in locomotion. This is the diagram of a smooth muscle. It also called as the unstriated muscle. It is an involuntary muscle, and the cells are spindle shaped and uninucleated. It is found in the wall of the uterus, iris of the eye, and its function is to movement of food in the alimentary canal, contraction and the relaxation of the organ. The third one is the cardiac muscle. The cells are branched, cylindrical, striated, and the uninucleated. It is present in the heart, and its function is the rhythmic contraction that help to pump the blood to various parts of the body. The last animal tissue is the nervous tissue. All the cells possess the ability to respond to the stimuli. However, the cells of the nervous tissue are highly specialized for being stimulated and then transmitted the stimulus very rapidly from one place to another within the body. The brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves are also composed of the nervous tissue. The cells of the tissue are called as your nerve cell or the neuron. A neuron consists of the cell body with a nucleus and a cytoplasm from which a long thin hair-like part arises. This whole part is known as the cell body or the cyton, which contain nucleus and cytoplasm inside it. Each neuron has a single long part called the axon and many branched parts called as the dendrite. Dendrite are the short branched part or the thread-like projection. Many nerve fibers bound together by the connective tissue make up a nerve. The signal that passes along the nerve fiber is called a nerve impulse. The nerve impulse allows us to move our muscle when we want to. So this enables animal to move rapidly in response to the stimuli. So the function of nervous tissue is to control all the body activities. It coordinates among various body parts during any body function, and it also helps in the transmission of message from brain to all the parts of the body. That's all for today's video. Thank you.